Greetings everyone. Today I am trying to set up the Honda NSX Evo for the Nordshleife. I think I never drove this car. Like, I did try it when I tried Assetto Corsa Competizione first time, but since that it wasn't
this
used
session is
for
about
me.
consistency. Try to be fast, but don't push it too much over the limit.
Okay. So yeah, we need to set up the view. Okay. And I don't even have a preset for it.
Right, this session is about consistency. Try to be fast, but don't push it over the limit.
We'll start from the aggressive one and just eyeball the settings for the first time. As far as I remember, the temps were something like this. Pressures. Electronics, no idea. No idea for these either. We don't need suspension. Probably it's a really short car, so we will try like 14 steering ratio. If it's too slow, I will increase it. I don't know how it handles bump stops. But that 600 Newton is very weird. Weirdly low. Just generally making the dampening a bit stiffer, except that the rear bump, I want to let it squat because it's a mid-engine car. Mid-on with a splitter, okay. And we will start like 50 mils of rake. So I wanted to squat a bit, which could nail out the snappiness. Just resetting the VR. Alright, and let's save the preset. Max caster is very low, so we will probably do that. The cambers are usually around this much for Nordshleife. You see the electronics, I don't know. I just did a usual very understeery mechanical grip. We will counter that with bump stops, probably. Depends on how this car handles bump stops. And yeah, max wing, we will see if that's viable or we have to lower it for the straight. Let's see. A lot of force feedback.
Green light,
Very bumpy.
go.
Little brakes, or it's just low. Did not need to brake that much. understeer on the acceleration part. Check the stream. Okay. It's super bumpy. Thing is, I usually drive with more look to horizon, but my issue with that is it is bugged, and with very high g-forces it starts to shift the camera, so it's very bumpy. The car is more. Okay, stop. And in VR the other movements are just annoying. Okay, that's weird things. Very weird. At high speed.
Right, this session is about consistency. Try to be fast, but don't push it over the limit.
Yeah, the front to rear rate was very weird. Let me check the chat. Yeah, it's the Honda. I'm driving it the first time, and hello, Bitterbrot. Or Bitterbrot. Oh, yeah, this car is weird.
This session is about consistency. Try to be fast, but don't push it over the limit. Green light, go, go, go.
have to get used to this car. It's very different. The high speed part, it's better now. If not, then I have to increase the rear bump stop range, because that's probably what makes it weird. The issue is I can only see no tech if I finish a whole lap, and at this rate I won't. Increase the brake bias a bit, because I had some waving. Stay safe. I need more low speed rotation and agility, less high speed. It's weird because it is usually the other way around. Also high speed acceleration, rotation is very low. Sorry. What I will probably do is giving it some front bump stops. So it will be less skittish under braking, high speed braking. I will decrease the range just a tiny bit. I will also decrease the rear bump stop range, so it will has better high speed rotation under throttle. And I will decrease the steering ratio by 1. It will be more snappy, or a bit harder to drive. But right now I am not using all the available steering, because I am used to giving less input. Hopefully that one won't bite me in the arse, making it more die in this part. Have some damage. 14 seconds, 15. So the top speed will be a bit lower, but you will see. Also, I don't see a proper speed gauge. Alright. Can check it in Motec. I should not lower the steering ratios or it is too snappy. Okay, that was our first cautious lap. So let's finish it.
Alright, this session is about consistency. Try to be fast, but don't push it over the limit.
Yeah, it is harder to drive than the Porsche, for me at least, but we will see how much I can crack the setup, so make it better. Let's start up Motec. Tire pressures, I need 2 clicks on the front right. I've seen it here. I need 1 click at the both rears. Or just leave it like this. We have 27, a lot of parts. The damper charts are pretty nice. We will need, well, yeah, the rear was not snappy under acceleration, so I can give some bump at the rear. I will also give a little bit of rebound, but not due to the chart, but due to I want the characteristics. The fronts are basically nice. We need more bump at the front, but that would help with the high speed deceleration. And the suspension, we hit some hard top at the rear, so I will increase the rear bump stops, which is an issue because I wanted to decrease it for better high-speed acceleration, but we have to get that extra that somehow else. The fronts were almost not doing anything at all. So tires are okay, we said that. I said a bit less, just a tiny bit less rake, a bit more bump at the front, a bit more bump at the rear, and rebound at the rear. Just compensate it with less fast rebound. And using the front bump stop more, the rears a bit less, but we will counter that with like harder rear bump stops. And I will keep it at 14 for now. Electronics were, I don't know. I will check that in Motec too. And tire degradation is okay. Let's try 2.9. And that will be our next iteration.
Green light, give it all you can.
The issue is it's very annoying and I have to give it a lot of steering input at the low speed part. And at the high speed part it's just super skittish. Way too early. Still not rotating under acceleration. I don't like it. Lift off and brake off oversteer. At least it's not as deadly now. Nope.
Got some light now.
Alright,
Right,
we
this
had
session is about consistency.
still
Try
had
to
a
be
lot
fast,
of
but don't push it over the
high
limit.
speed. We just messed the rear dampers and little bit more toe, I will try some preload at the rear. And let's see how it handles the low bump stop range at the rear. Even though Motec said we should not do that, but showed we should not do that. But we will try it. Now we really muted the high speed rotation under liftoff and braking. And we will give it back probably with anti-roll bar at the rear for the low speed, if we need low speed rotation. Come on. What the hell, car? That's fake. You are weird.
Alright, this session is about consistency. Try to be fast, but don't push it over the limit. Green light, go go go.
It's very clumsy now in slow speed parts. Much less over-rotating under liftoff. The rear bump stops really help with the high speed for the acceleration rotation. You will see how much it will bounce around on the curves. It's really sluggish in low speed turning. Better at the braking. Yeah, a bit of bottoming out on the curbs. It was not horrible. Not trying to kill me in the high speed corners. Even less than last time. Let's see this 6th gear. It's usually where they suffer the most. Ooh, it's fine. I'd probably even give it back some brake. Just to make it more agile. Another part. drivable now. We need to work on that low speed rotation issues. The high speed is pretty decent. The curves are a bit worse, but not horrible. And I also have to check the top speed because it feels very, very slow. Okay, I don't need that much lift off there. Yeah, I think the Japanese forgot to put an engine into this car. They should not remove the electrical parts. As far as I know, it's a hybrid, the road version. That is pretty rapid. Just not a famous car, or they say many people don't like it because the old NSX was really a driver's car. Many people loved it due to its handling and simplicity and very well balanced nature. And why this car, they say it's a good one, it's just not living up to the heritage. But the GT3s are always different than the roadway cars, of course. Also with the muted dampers, it's not as easier to turn in now. I still have skill issues with driving it, but my fault, not the cars. I could try even less rear bump stop range. Also some rear anti-roll bar for better low speed agility and cornering.
Alright mate, this session is about consistency. Try to be fast, but don't push it too much over the limit.
Lomer Dukeos, yeah, I read your earlier comments. I like the Porsche much more than this one. The Honda really fares weird. The turbo does not annoy me. I did not feel turbo lag. Also, I can keep it in the high RPM, so that's not an issue for me. The issue is the handling. It's very eager to turn like the 296, so I will try to mute that a lot. And it's very tail happy under deceleration, especially in the high speed parts. Also, it's very bumpy. So I will see, but I will try to tame it as best as I can. Okay, yeah, if you watch the comparison for the rear bump stops, you can see this is the lower bump stops. These are the like 14 something. We lost a lot of rear range in a hard way, and this is usually an issue. That's why it became more bumpy now, because we are bottoming out the suspension in a hard way. Some cars has this, some cars doesn't, and they have it in a different amount. Like the worst I know is the Nismo. If you lower the Nismo's rear bump stop or front and rear, but usually front I use more, range from 30, it start to really bottom out, and under 25 it just bounce around like hell. So that car cannot be driven on the bump stops, which I do like for its muted feeling. This car is in the middle, but I will have to increase the rear bump stop range a bit to make it less bumpy. The dampers are okay. I have to decrease the rear fast rebound a bit because I really ramped it up, the slow rebound. The bumps is as it is. I cannot do much with that. Otherwise it's okay. So let's try giving back some range and compensate it with rate. I said more anti-roll bar for better low speed parts. I make it even less agile, the front. Giving back some rake because it was decent in the high speed part, and we can use more rebound and bump at the front because the chart was nice and Gaussian, so we can make it a bit more prominent in the middle. And I would say stiffen up the suspension just a tiny bit. No, it was already skittish. We have a lot of... What if I try to counter the low speed problem with less wheel rate at the front and not give a rake yet? Let's try it this way. Did I save it 36? Yeah, oh, save it as a new one. So rake unchanged, more damper at the front, means less dive and less squat. Given back some bump stop range. Increase the bump stop rate to compensate that. A bit more anti-roll bar and a bit more front wheel rate will make it more oversteery, especially in the low speed parts. And I decrease the toe for less turning, because we have a lot. Install this time. For 8.40, sorry for it more. For 8.4 brake lines. I forgot to change that. Okay. A bit better now. the car could really use a bit more caster for the low speed parts. Like 12 degrees would help it a lot. It's a very short car, so it could use high casters without lifting off the inner rear tire issue. It's almost understeer now in the high speed liftoff. But the tires are cold yet, so I'll judge it. It is possible that I can give them that rake anyways, even with the other changes. I did not check the top speed. If the top speed is low, then I would not give them a ring, because increasing the rear ring will make it more rotating at high speed. The rake and blast wing is a pure recipe for disaster. Since I don't have a speedometer on this car, it's very expensive to put speedometer to the digital dashboard. No, it's not, it's just a few bytes. I know race cars doesn't need speedometer, but like we have 2 rev gauge. So it would not be too hard to implement another dash page, because I am pushing the change dash page button, but it does not do that. Let's see. Still not deadly. It's scary sometimes, but not deadly. I guess a car this short will be scary anyways. Don't brake on the grass. Not a good idea. By the way, those counter steering inputs, I don't know how you like to do it. Usually I find if I just give very small inputs multiple times, it's much more controllable than just trying to do the right amount. Stuff. Okay, easy. I think the car is very slow. Okay. Top speed. because usually I have to lift off much more than. Still doesn't want to turn under acceleration. Especially in the high parts, high speed parts. Oh no. Right in the left turn isn't a good idea.
Right, this session is about consistency. Try to be fast, but don't push it over the limit.
Endurance races? No, I don't think so. As far as I know, it eats tires. Well, it's not horrible, but it's not gentle on them. Motec. The 992 is not too good for endurance either, although that's easier to manage a bit. Alright, Motec is okay, nothing fancy, so we just go on with feel. I give back one more V8 at the front, more anti-roll bar at the rear. Oh yeah, I have to check the speed if I find it. To 270 and 77, that's very low. I see it in the lowest in the straight, which is usually the uphill part before the dip, is 270 here. So it has very low top speed, which was expected because it doesn't have an engine. It only has a coffee grinder. I did a nice small chart yesterday of my videos, like which car does what. The Lambo is as slow as this one, which is weird. Also, the McLaren is this slow. The Aston V8 is very good, and the Lexus is like a beast. It's doing 293 in the uphill part and 290 in the dip. So it's super fast in the straight, but that was as expected. The Ferrari shitbox and the BMW is okay. Audi was surprisingly fast, even with max swing. Max was okay, Merc was okay. I think I will decrease the rear wing on the Honda by 2 and see how that affects the high speed parts, both handling and top speed wise. But I would rather have good handling than good top speed. Okay, so wing decreased, gave back one front wheel rate, some anti-roll bar. I gave back the front wheel rate because with the less wing it will dive more. So the brake bias to 48.4, and I will not do anything with the bump stops because it's okay-ish on bumps or curbs, and the rear wing will make it rotate more under acceleration because it would not push down the car that much, especially in the high speed. Otherwise, the car is okay. My biggest issue is it's very short and pointy, so I'm hitting the curves as I expected, a bit more sluggish. But that is skill issue, not car issue. The low speed is better, by the way. That 2 clicks on the rear anti-roll bar help. I have to increase the brake bias a bit. I have a tiny bit of brake disengage oversteer. So they are not loading the rear tires enough. Definitely have more rotation under acceleration. We will see how much we have in the high speed parts. It's still a bit sketchy. Manageable, I just have to get used to it. would not be this fast track, I would counter these issues with a bit much more rear toe, positive toe. But since it's a very fast track, I would not want to give it too much to the rear. Neither the front, because that is differential for a high speed. And we have high speed issues already, like those speed issues. The catch of 22 a bit in this regard. So that will make the slow speed rotation worse, not just the high speed. Yeah, it's sketchy but not deadly yet. But this is one of the worst high speed part for this track, in my opinion. It's good that it is in the early part of the stage, you can check it out very fast. You don't have to drive the whole track to find out that the car is super deadly in one part. Front axle was not happy. Apart from the mid to high speed rotation under acceleration, I find the car decent now. I will try to tune that out. It's not trying to kill me in the high speed liftoff. It does turn a lot, but it stays in the good direction, not doing pirouettes. It's important if you want to stay alive. finish the lap to have that remote, but I think it was bottom out. Although it was driver issue, not car issue, because I do too much of that high curve. But I never had that with any other car yet. Although other cars I could make it rotate more under acceleration in high speed. So the problem is this will screw our high speed data because we have 11 seconds of... Well, it goes off-road belt, 11 seconds of damage. Especially front damage screws the top speed of the car, so... Let's check the chit-chat.
Right, this session is about consistency. Try to be fast, but don't push it over the limit.
Oh, I screwed the replay up. Never mind. So... what should I do? More reload, preload, more bump stop. Okay. Try it this way. Because I really don't like it. It has very bad rotation under acceleration. In the mid to high speed part.
Green light, give it all you can.
Issues with the toe and the preload I gave it is even worse in the slow speed, but North does not have that much slow speed and we need the good entry speed from the corners, so I rather have to be a bit worse in the slow speed parts. That can be compensated with more trail braking. Not like curves.
Right, this session is about consistency. Try to be fast, but don't push it over the limit.
Make it ride it a bit higher. And one more anti-roll bar there. TC. TC2 is not working.
Alright, this session is about consistency. Try to be fast, but don't push it over the limit.
TC did cut, but it was not enough. I increased the traction control 2 a bit. Yes, people can use that. It's not always 0. It can be useful, like when the traction control is sensitive enough, but you still
Green light, go, go, go.
not enough cut. You can increase the TC2 because it's for that. Like many times on the McLaren I use TC1 at 1 and 2 at 2 or even 3. Because TC1 is overreactive, but it's not doing much. We are staying higher in the travel range. Yep. Much better.
Got some light damage in the front of the car.
That's weird.
Alright, this session is about consistency. Try to be fast, but don't push it over the limit.
I don't like this car. He doesn't like me either. Probably. It's just too short.
Light, give it all you
I
can.
think that's the biggest issue with it. I'd rather work a lot with a car like the BMW to make it turn, and otherwise it would be stable than have a car which is this short and have it bind on its own. Otherwise the car starts to feel decent. Now I gave it back one more ring, I don't care about the high speed. And increase the brake by 2 mils. Less brake bias. That will turn on the curve braking. Much more stable now. Right, 48.2 is good for turning under curve braking. Don't forget to set it that in the setup. Decent or very good even. Like comfortable amount of understeer. Oh, don't eat that much coke.
Got some light damage on the front of the car.
Anyways.
Right,
Should I
Try to
try
be
a
fast,
bit
but don't push it
more
over the limit.
right height? 4 mils? It wasn't that bad over the curve, so I won't touch it. Oh, yeah. Brake bias 84.2. Yeah, I would call this a done setup. Don't try to hit the curbs that much. Otherwise, with this 11 wing, it's okay. I'm going to eat something, then try to do a decent lap with it. So, thank you for joining in. Let me check the chat one more time. Nothing new. So, thank you for joining in, and hopefully everyone or anyone learned something from driving this car. I certainly did. It's a different type of car where you have limitations of the bump stops. Meanwhile, it does not want to turn under acceleration, so it's very hard to balance it out. Like, not too skittish in the lift-off part, but rotating enough in the acceleration part. I think I made a decent compromise there. So, have a nice day, and goodbye.